The endurance side of AFL footy didn't handle well, and if he had a GPS on yesterday, he probably would have only covered about 3K, and he said he'd never run that far in his life.
I think he may have run that far during the week with some of the training they've been putting into him. He's openly admitted he needs to lose about 6 kilos. He was mixing it with the big boys in France. There were 140 kilos, so he needs to change the body shape. He's in the process of doing that, and the story's only just begun.
And it'll take considerable time. We all need to be patient here. I mean, you can't judge him on anything he does this year.
Well, we only go back to our own experiences of seeing Jimmy Steins or a Daniel Merritt or a Kurt Tippett, and the experienced recruiters have seen those blokes unfold, and their first hit-outs, you wouldn't expect them to do much.
We saw Shane Crawford there yesterday, your great mate, with his crayons doing his review for the for the Sunday Herald Sun. What was your take on?
Well, I'm a bit like Shifter. I sat on the fence and said, you didn't expect much, and as a forward, you can see the game. I don't think you can really put him down back because you work, to be honest, twice as hard as a backman as a forward because you can dictate the way you go about it. But I didn't see any speed out of him, which is obviously a strength in his game in the NRL. The kicking side of it...
If anything, he looked a touch off the pace, didn't he?
He did, no doubt. I said to Crawford after the game with his crowns and he was doing his marking. I said, on drafting, I'm not singing the boots in here, Shifter, but on drafting yesterday, he would have been last picked.
You'd expect that again. I think if you're getting a guy out of a different game, and we've had a look. I remember Lewis Roberts-Thompson, the first time I said him, we picked him on athleticism, potentially, just size and the type, rather than possession. So just repeat that these guys, when they do start out, when they switch codes, whatever game they'd played, you'd expect that they're not going to win and be able to read the play that easily. So you just need to give Guy McKenna and his team the chance to actually spend some time with him and make your evaluation just a little bit further down the track.
You've got to give him 18 months. And I don't think we'll see much of him at senior level next year, to be honest. I mean, I think it'll take 18 months, but he'll get there. He's a natural athlete. He's a great competitor. He's extremely composed. I think it's a fantastic thing. But that team next year, there'll be young kids that are ahead of him. We saw yesterday the Swallows and the Toys are well ahead of him now. So he's got time on his side, though, hasn't he? I
think they've got time. I think they're building up to 3 to 4 years down the track in terms of their list. They're young guys that are mainly 18 years of age, and we've seen Josh Toy debut yesterday, another youngster by the name of Tom Nichols, a ruckman that debuted yesterday. So they're on track to be a very good team in 3 to 4 years' time, and I think he'll be part of that team at that particular time.
We'll have a look at Toy in a moment, but here's what Guy McKenna had to say after the game about Karmichael's debut.
Look, I was wrapped. You know, I think there's been a fair amount of build-up for Kay playing his first game, but I thought he handled himself very well. I mean, with all the media, the training, his journey to ultimately play his first game. And again, I mean, let's go back to stage one about the courageous decision he made as well.
Yeah, it's great for the Gold Coast and a great atmosphere there yesterday.